They had legacy landline, DSL lines that were not only aging, but were not providing the necessary bandwidth or capabilities as they grew their business and advanced in technology. Fiber is always an option. Fiber is very expensive. Time to market limited the ability to deploy, and they look to fixed wireless access to get rid of their primary on wireline and go 100% wireless, which is where we come in. We've got long-standing history, as you know, of deployment on the wireless side for fixed wireless access and others. But this was a project that really had a lot of moving parts. The total implementation was 1,552 sites. We had about 18-month window to complete it, and we actually did it in 13 months, so way ahead of schedule, and with about a 98% SLA. So once we got this project rolling, a lot of coordination had to happen. I'll kind of get into the details of how this happened. We did obviously very efficient work and got completed ahead of schedule. And this has actually been the biggest deployment for Verizon and fixed wireless access to date. And it's really been their marquee kind of opportunity that they promote and look to this as the benchmark for other opportunities, which it has led to. So there was a lot of coordination that had to happen, and that speaks to the volumes of being able to be nimble, right, and flexible, and work with the Verizon team and the customers, and being that bridge point between, it's a group effort really between us, the customer, and then coordinating through project management, coordinating, as David mentioned, those site survey services that leads to installation and scheduling techs on this big rollout in succession. As you're doing site survey, they come back, you schedule install, and you keep that motion going. So you start kind of a walk, crawl, walk, run, and then sprint, because we have such a tough timeline to make for them. We did just a really spectacular job in the project management piece of it to coordinate all the moving pieces. The managed service piece of it is very critical. It's easy, not easy. You could easily set it, forget it, say thanks a lot, but that's not what they were looking for as far as a post-sales support, and not just help desk, pick up the phone when something's wrong. It's actually managing truck rolls for the site should something happen. So we don't have a lot of those, but it's very critical next day to be there with the tech on site to address the problem and fix that problem, to make sure their bank is up and running, their branch is up and running, and not affect their daily business. So that's another component that it's somewhat missed, I think. When you have value-added resellers in the marketplace selling equipment, we look at ourselves as a value-added integrator that can integrate these parts, but then support it after the deployment.